We're just going to wait for 2 more minutes. Hopefully, more people will show up. If not, completely fine. Totally ready to share this workshop. We're going to be doing for those that are already here, we're going to be doing like an overall basis of the fundamentals of machine learning. So we're kind of just, it's going to be like more like a little quick webinar of like the concepts of machine learning. I'll be showing you some Replit code that's already pre-made, and then you can dissect it to your own regards and create it, integrate it in your own projects if you'd like. But this workshop will be very beginner friendly. So hopefully if you guys don't know anything about machine learning, you can walk away knowing at least the concepts and what it is. How's the hackathon so far? Anyone doing anything exciting for their project? Well, I'm sure everyone's doing an exciting project, but I'm curious as to what everyone's doing and how everyone's weekend is going.
I'm sort of sleep deprived.
Yeah, the hackathons will do that to
you. I'm not participating myself, but when I like ask around and see what people's up to, I can see some pretty nice ideas going around.
That's awesome. Yeah.
For us, since like our three main tracks is social good, inclusivity, and cybersecurity, like we have like
a nice
mix of projects coming in.
Okay, yeah, I really like the social good theme. Like you can do a lot with that. So
yeah, everyone really likes to go for. It's nice. It's nice. Well, if you'd like to start your workshop, now would be the time.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my desktop screen so far. All right, hello everyone. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat just for further reference. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Aldrin Brilliante from Make School in San Francisco, California. This workshop is the Introduction to Machine Learning, and it will be featuring a QuickDraw emoji prediction program. So this is a machine learning concept overview featured by Make School. So a quick background about me. My name is Aldrin Brilliante, as I mentioned. I was born in Quezon City, Philippines. And when I was around 9-10 years old, my family and we moved to the United States, and we landed in, I was raised in Middletown, Delaware. And right now I'm currently an applied computer science student at Make School San Francisco with a data science, machine learning concentration and a product management minor. So in regards to Make School in my program right now, I'm the student ambassador and the machine learning workshop coordinator. And that is why I will be presenting to you this really fundamental, really cool workshop about machine learning. So about the workshop, so enough about me. Today, my goal for you is to help you as the users and as the students and the hackers of the hackathon identify examples of machine learning in your daily life, right? So machine learning is so broad where I would love when you guys when everyone walks away from the workshop, you can see machine learning in a daily basis and the integration of how it affects you in your life. We're also going to learn the 4 core concepts of machine learning, and which is very vital for this workshop specifically because this is an intro to ML. So I do, if you don't learn anything in regards to code or machine learning, I would like for you to walk away with at least understanding the 4 core concepts. We will also train our own interactive machine learning model, and that will be featuring the QuickDraw emoji prediction program. So you'd be able to learn using those four core concepts, you'd be able to learn how to integrate it with your own training of your own ML model. We'll play an experiment, as I mentioned, to better understand how the ML model learns over time, and we will discuss the impact of machine learning in our world and how it can help us, destroy us, shape us, everything in between. All right. So quick, I mean, there's only seven individuals in the chat, but I'm curious as to how familiar everyone is with coding already. If you could put a number maybe as to how many weeks, or actually let's try months. So if it's less than a month of coding experience, just put 0. If it's 1 month, 1, then so on and so forth, 2 months, 3 months. But if not, if you guys totally fine. If you guys have no experience and or don't want to share, I just do want to emphasize that in this workshop, no experience is required. So this is a very fundamental workshop, very basal learning, where you will learn the core concepts, what machine learning is, and how to integrate it into your daily life as well as understand it in our program. So during the workshop, I do have rules. Respect everyone at all times. Don't be afraid to ask any questions, and I may or may not have the answer to it, but I will definitely be sure to reach back out to you or any individual that has a question that I can research the answer as well. Help your peers and let's have fun. So diving in, what is machine learning? So if anyone, I'm going to give maybe like 5-10 seconds. Does anyone want to say or type what machine learning is or what they think they know machine learning is? Totally okay if not, but machine learning, according to the official term for ML or machine learning, is the study of computer algorithms to improve automatically through experience. So hence machine learning or program learning. Machine learning is the ability to have an individual model learn over time due to different exposures and constant experience, right? So the 4 core concepts, as I mentioned, that you'll learn, that I would love if you can walk away learning. The 4 core concepts of machine learning are 1, data collection, 2, data formatting, 3, model training, and 4, prediction making. So I'm going to do that again. 4 core concepts of machine learning is 1, data collection, data formatting, model training, and prediction making. So those 4 are actually very vital for any machine learning model, right? For any machine learning program, those 4 core concepts are integrated into every prediction making and every result that you try to come out to. So the reason why I mentioned these 4 core concepts is because we'll be using machine learning or a machine learning program to be able to train our model using a QuickDraw emoji today. I'll send you the link, the live link, as well as the Replit within the workshop. But for those of you who don't know Replit and or don't understand the code to machine learning, totally okay. You guys can ask me about the code even after the workshop, but I will share the link with you in a second. So as I said, we're going to be doing the QuickDraw emoji with machine learning and using data collection, or going over the 4 core concepts of ML. We're going to be using data collection to collect the different drawings that the user, which is us, the user draws each and every turn. So we're going to draw smiley faces, sad faces, depending on the emoji on the code. We're going to try to collect that data so our model can predict, okay, as an artist, what is Aldrin, that's me, what is Aldrin trying to draw next, right? So that's why we will be going over data formatting or explaining more in depth data formatting, because that's what the model will do in saying, okay, this user 1 draws the smiley face this type of way, user 2 draws the smiley face another type of way. So they format that data as well as train the model. So the model itself will train itself to learn the different definitions of an emoji, or the different definitions of the different considerations of what a happy face would look like, right? And then overall, it keeps going and keeps going, and the model will train itself until it makes an accurate prediction of what we're drawing. So let me go ahead, and before I am going to go share with you Copy. I'll share with you the live link. So if you would look on your chat, I am currently sharing you my own live link for the QuickDraw emoji project. And to kind of explain what we're doing, it's a program created by Jordan, which is our outreach programmer at Make School. And to kind of explain what the QuickDraw emoji for the data collection, model training, data formatting, prediction making, what they will do is kind of like in this drawing. So as I said, different users, they define drawing in a different way. So maybe if someone says, let's draw a dog, me personally, I would draw a dog with just the face. If someone told me to draw a dog, I would assume, okay, let's try to draw a face. But other users, they say, okay, when someone says draw a dog, I'm going to draw the whole body, or maybe no eyes, or with the eyes, or with the legs, or no legs, or flappy ears, or pointy ears. So the term dog is defined in so many different ways. And that's why it's so important to collect all that data to collect and format and to train the model to be able to predict, okay, we have all this data collected to be able to see all of this means dog, or all of this means carrot, or all of this means apple, right? So going into the QuickDraw emoji, if we have the training data, the data collected, which is a star, a rainbow, a sunglass face emoji, and a smiley face emoji. So we're going to start, we have 69 smiley face for now. So that is why as soon as I start drawing, because we have a collection of 69 emojis of smiley face, the model is already trained well enough to be like, okay, this is definitely a smiley face. But let's go ahead and see if it will change. So I'm drawing a circle because multiple users have actually used this program. So it really depends on how I draw this happy face versus how everyone else drew this happy face. Boom. See, you notice how it completely changed from the right one to the wrong one. So now because of the way I drew it and because of the way the data collection was collected for the 69 times it drew the smiley face and the 17 times it drew the sunglass face, for some reason, it assumes that this is a sunglass face. So I'm going to say, nope, it's actually a smiley face. I'm going to submit. I'm going to try to draw again, maybe a little faster. And let's see, boom, boom, smiley face. There. Okay, so it did it right so far. And then let me try a star. So we have 20 data collections of a star. And I'm going to see if, boom, so it thinks it's a rainbow. And boom, by the end of my drawing, the model is trained enough to have enough data to say, hey, this is the way I've been taught to label this is a star. So boom. So I'm also going to share with you the replet. So it's the same thing in which the result will account to the same thing, but you can also kind of mess with it and create your own emojis. You can redesign it. You can dissect the code. And but essentially it's the same thing where you draw an emoji or draw however you would like. And this is my version of a smiley face using just one finger. And I say, hey, this is a smiley face. I'm going to submit this. And for some awesome reason, the current guess is actually correct. So I'm going to submit this, going to copy this, and going to share it within the chat. Let me go ahead. Oh no, that's not chat. So this link that I'm sending right now is the actual replit of the emoji prediction, QuickDraw emoji prediction project. So you can dissect the code on your own time. You can kind of just try to guess and comment out to see what the result will happen. You can even, from here, you can even just change the code, or you can even just comment the code and kind of see what everything else will do if you don't understand anything, or there's the tree classifiers or just the generic Python, then you can always ask me after the workshop. So just moving on, now that you guys have the actual workshop replit, just moving on to the actual workshop presentation. So to explain this in a flowchart also, just how like a model will generically train itself. Let's just say we have like a hawk, a penguin, a dolphin, and a bear. So a model, a generic model that has those 4 results would be like, okay, does this model or does this result does this drawing have feathers, right? And it would be a true or false binary. Can it fly? Let's just say true, and then boom, it's a hawk. So vice versa, if it does not have feathers, it would be false. Does it have fins? Okay, true or false? It's false, so let's say it's a bear. But that's just an example of the flowchart way of the 4 core concepts of ML. So getting started with the link that I sent you, for those of you that don't know Replit, there has been an update where the Replit actually requires you to have an account in order to customize the coding project. So you would have to create your own account to be able to dissect and use it as your own. So that's why I gave it to you on the chat. So in any case that even if you don't understand it, or if you just want the link so far, you can always dissect it on your own time or just check out the code. If not, worst case scenario, you can always just follow me throughout these slides. But the cool thing about Replit is it's basically an online editor for you to customize code with. Okay, so just a heads up, you might get a CAPTCHA when you're creating your own account. And for those of you that don't know, always make sure if you're trying to copy code or use the code that I've given you, make sure in the top right, usually it's in the top right or in the middle section where you will fork. So clicking fork will allow you to copy the project for yourself and add it to your account, for those of you that don't know. And just to explain with this, for this, you can, once you're ready to run the code, you can always run it on the top. And if it doesn't work, if you already ran it, you can always refresh it and you should have the overall project already to your domain. So just dissect the code, as I mentioned, and let me know how it goes. Okay, so I'm also going to share with you I have 2 videos, but I'm only going to share one just because the other one is kind of time consuming. But I am going to share with you one video of analytics using deep learning, right? So for those of you that don't know, machine learning can be used for anything in regards to prediction making. So this cool video kind of shows you a soccer team being able to a soccer model being able to predict the movements and the plays of 2 completely different teams using the data that they've collected. So from here, you have, I'm going to share some in a second, but from here you can have someone created a deep analytics where they'd be able to see the positions and the plays and it says the body direction of the players. So with the body pose estimation, the body plays to be able to guess and estimate what kind of movement that they would be doing. So I think that's super cool to be able to create such code and such projects to be able to predict and to analyze the movements of a multitude of players. So moving on. All right, moving on. Okay, so I gave you 2 links. So with those 2 links, you can always play with your model and you can always try to do different emojis, right? Don't be limited to what the code already has. Don't be limited, period, right? So you can always, the cool thing about being a programmer is you can completely mess up and that's totally fine. And you can use you can use the code that I've already given you and dissect it on your own and create something completely different or completely similar and just claim it with your own projects and integrate it in your own type of style. So just have fun with it, play with your model, and it's kind of like training a pet, right? Training a pet, if you're training a dog won't be able to understand what the command sit is, correct? It won't be able to understand what sit is until you train the dog over and over and over again. That's the same thing with machine learning. You have to train the model over and over again with different angles, with different scenarios, with different types of, in this scenario, with different types of drawing, right? Because me as an artist, I'm a terrible artist. So the way I draw a smiley face is completely different than maybe what you, how you would draw a smiley face, right? So train the model and just have fun with it, because it's fundamental machine learning, but it makes it super cool into projects. So play and discuss. So this is the part where I want to kind of discuss how strong machine learning is in the real world, right? So let's think of existing websites or products that use machine learning. Can anyone type real quick or say what websites or platforms they think of when it comes to machine learning? If not, then I have my own ideas and my own products that I know definitely use machine learning. Does anyone know? Think of existing websites. Google search engine, definitely, yeah. So the Google search engine, TikTok, yes, TikTok actually has, I'm not sure if everyone is familiar with TikTok, but TikTok has this amazing algorithm that updates each user depending on what they like and how long they actually look at the video. So I have, yeah, I'm not going to show my TikTok, but I have the TikTok app, and I've noticed that even if I like maybe 2 similar videos, the TikTok algorithm completely updates itself or updates my own feed to be able to feed me that type of media. And the cool thing about machine learning is you can go in depth with data engineering and data analytics and integrate how long a user stares at, let's say stares at a cat video or stares at a funny video, and then TikTok has such a great algorithm where it updates the user feed to be able to kind of accurately predict what each user wants to say. So let me see, social media. Yeah, social media AIs, like I was saying, a TikTok, just Facebook. We have Facebook/Instagram. Netflix. Imagine Netflix without machine learning, right? So the machine learning within Netflix is the TV and the show recommendations, right? So to be able to turn on your Netflix, go to your profile and say, hey, like Aldrin watches like 10,000 anime, right? Or 10,000 shows of anime and 5,000 shows of romantic comedy. So obviously Aldrin would like a mixture of rom-coms and anime. So that, imagine if you didn't have machine learning and you would have to literally predict or make a decision as to what you want to watch, because there's no ML feed that gives you that. So yeah, thank you everyone for sharing. Let me see what kind of data they use. Okay, so the data they use for TikTok, as I mentioned, was the algorithm for how many seconds someone is on the feed or on the profile or on the video. But yeah. How does machine learning affect our lives? So can anyone tell me, or type on the chat box or say it out loud, what do you think are the benefits of machine learning? So machine learning is a small subset of data, right? So when someone says ML or machine learning, that is just one branch when it comes to big data or data science. So what do you think or the benefits of machine learning? If anyone could share in the chat. If not, totally fine. I have my own opinions on the different benefits. So let's wait for a second to see if anyone would like to share. If not, I'm going to discuss some benefits of machine learning. Is it eliminates data entry, right? You can, with ML, you can eliminate manual data entry for 90% of the jobs. With ML, you can detect spam. So you now with emails, you don't need to clear and clutter and filter spammed emails with viruses, etc. They already have ML with you to be able to kind of dissect that and divide that away, hence the spam folder, right? Others would be facial recognition. I did a project with facial security. Facial recognition has its pros and cons right now. It's still improving, but in the future, the benefit of facial recognition is to be able to, like, even right now, you can easily and conveniently unlock your phone and or unlock other electronic devices. And in the future that can go into further security and other benefits. So you can do a healthcare, cancer diagnoses. A lot of programs use machine learning to kind of diagnose different traits for diseases. But yeah, there's a lot. So what are some of the downsides or concerns? Does anyone want to share what their own what do you think they believe are the downsides and concerns of machine learning? If not, totally fine. I am totally willing to share with you my own personal beliefs on what downsides could be. And I think I have a screenshot of a downside that I did due to like terrible data that I collected on facial recognition. But downsides and concerns. So downsides would be data collection, the generic data collection, and the intrusive, the invasion of privacy, right? So there's that huge topic that machine learning and data science in general is a lot of users feel like it invades their own privacy at home and or their own user security. So that totally makes sense that people have an opinion that it invades their security, sometimes faulty data collection. The reason why data collection and data formatting is so important is so you can correctly train your model. So using our QuickDraw emoji prediction, the reason why data collection and data formatting is so important is so when you draw a smiley face for the 100th time, you can finally train your model to say, hey, I can, like, that's a smiley face. So putting that scenario into the real world, the reason why those two concepts are super important is because you want to train that model correctly to be able to have the correct prediction. So I think I have a screenshot. There was this time, nope, it's not here. There was this time, okay, so there was this time when I was doing a facial recognition software for a hackathon, and I was collecting data of my friends and my students, and a lot of them were a similar race, right? We were all the similar race. And I didn't give enough data to my program to the point where there was a time when a male and a female were labeled the same, right? And then to me, I mean, in general, at that moment, we were all friends, and we were all like working together on it. So we all laughed at it. But thinking about that in a bigger picture, what if that happened at Google, or what if that happens in a big tech company? To be able to not have enough data can cause some huge consequences, basically, in a lot of privacy and a lot of discriminatory downsides. But okay, so what would you do with machine learning? Like, would anyone like to share, if anyone has experience in machine learning? Would anyone like to share, or if not, would anyone like to share what they think they would want to do in machine learning? Me personally, while I wait for someone to reply, I'm not sure if you guys have watched the Disney movie Big Hero 6. It's about this really cool, it's a really cool animation, and they have this character named Baymax. Baymax is how do you describe Baymax? Baymax is an assistant, and an ML AI assistant, but for nursing needs, right? So what I want to do with machine learning is kind of, medical robot. What I want to do with machine learning is kind of create that, right? Kind of create a mixture of Baymax and Siri, and to be able to integrate first aid recognition into your home. So let's say like, to be able to diagnose, like if someone's about to have a heart attack, to be able to diagnose if someone's sick. So that's a lot of hardware engineering and a lot of machine learning and just generic computer science. But to me, that's my own personal dream, to be able to create an in-home first aid virtual / physical robotic assistant. I think that would be awesome. And totally, it would be so cool if that was free, or if someone could make that too during this hackathon. That would be awesome. So what's next? So with that, it comes to the end of our workshop, but this workshop was mostly to kind of discuss the core concepts and discuss the big picture of machine learning. We can also dissect the code, and also if you have any further questions with the code, we can talk about the specifics of the code after the workshop as well. I'm available majority of the weekend, and if you guys have any questions for me, I would be happy to answer any questions that I can. But if not, happy hacking, everyone, and good luck this weekend with the rest of the hackathon. So thank you so much, and that is the end of the workshop. I'm gonna stop sharing real quick.
That was a really great workshop that you did here.